On the news tonight, Vice President declares open the 2021 All Nigerian Judges Biannual Conference. Plus, Minister of Finance reiterates commitment to nation's economic development. Good evening and thank you for joining us on the news at 7 on Nta Lagos Channel 10. I am SC Owamaka. Now the news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari says Nigeria will continue to support genuine efforts at the nation's economy for multilateral financing to enhance socio-economic growth and development. Report.
The African Export-Import Bank is the initiator and major sponsor of the Intra-African Trade Fair now underway in Durban, KwaZulu-Natal, a coastal South African province. The chairman, board of directors of the bank, Nigeria's Benedict Orama, accompanied by Secretary General of the African Continental Free Trade Area Secretariat, Wamkele Mene, is here to express formal appreciation to President Muhammadu Buhari for not only attending personally, but also ensuring Nigeria's strong presence at the fair.
For me, it demonstrates his understanding of the importance of trade. It demonstrates an understanding of how intra-African trade can help transform our economy. That is the African economy, and of course the Nigerian economy. Nigeria is the largest economy in Africa. Africa needs Nigeria just as Nigeria needs Africa. Is there anything that we do at the continental level that does not have Nigeria is seen globally as incomplete? That is why Nigeria's participation in this trade fair is very, very important. And we are happy that the Nigerian government is living up to expectations, to be seen, to be identified, to something that has immense benefits for the country as it supports also African countries.
During the first edition of the trade fair in Cairo, Egypt, 3 years ago, Nigerian businesses signed deals worth over $3.3 billion. Dr. Orama is optimistic that much more is expected in Durban, South Africa, and Afrexim is prepared to support in financing the execution of such deals in fulfillment of its mandate of enhancing regional integration as well as intra-African trade. Discussions also centered on some key Afrexim projects in Nigeria, including the 500-bed African Medical Center of Excellence being implemented in Abuja.
The groundbreaking has been scheduled for December, and we wanted to thank the President for granting the bank the land to build that project. We have a standing today in Nigeria $5.5 billion in trade and project finance exposure. That makes it a key market for Afrexim Bank. So it is important that we continue to engage the government of Nigeria at the highest levels to understand the areas we can continue to intervene in, to be consistent with their own programs so that we are seen to be supporting their development aspirations.
Dr. Orama also mentioned the African Trade Center in Abuja as well as the African Quality Assurance Center in Ogun State as some of the projects being executed by the bank in Nigeria and commended President Buhari for supporting Afrexim Bank in implementing its strategy across the African continent. From Durban, South Africa, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the federal government says it will continue to impact the National Judicial Council towards ensuring that the judiciary is financially independent and sustainably retains its preeminent position. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo said this while declaring open the 2021 All Nigerian Judges Biannual Conference holding in Abuja. We will bring you the details in our subsequent bulletins. Back home, more than 600 billion naira bridging facility has been earmarked by the federal government as COVID-19 bailout for states to cushion the effect of COVID-19 pandemic in the next 6 months. Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Dina Shamsuna Ahmed, made this known at the National Council on Finance and Economic Development, which opens in Lagos. Musa Cholet brings the report.
Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Shamsuna Ahmed, said the bailout facility is one of the several initiatives aimed at ensuring financial stability and viability of states in post-COVID-19 era. She stressed that the federal government will continue to work with states to ensure all-round development of the country.
Our recovery rate from the pandemic has been substantially good and quite encouraging. To this end, the federal government recently concluded arrangements with the World Bank to further make available another sum of $750 million as additional financing for the states under the SAFETAS program.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who declared the two-day conference opened, urged participants to come up with creative and innovative ideas that would help states curb needless spending and plug loopholes in revenue generation.
We must invest in building the human capacity required to adapt seamlessly to the social, legal, technological, and policy demand of our new normal. And very importantly, every opportunity to reduce non-essential spending must equally be seized with both hands.
Governors of Ekiti, Kaduna, and Borno states are expected to chair plenary sessions to buttress the various paper presentations, which include focus on role of effective public sector planning, budgeting and budget monitoring, rethinking economic diversification in Nigeria, and strategies for improving internally generated revenue.
We also need to build on measures taken during the pandemic to drive home transformation and improve public service delivery. Significantly, it is critical that we address the systematic issues that have been exacerbated by the pandemic here in Nigeria, including poverty, inequality, access on education and health.
The two-day NACOFED 2021 conference provides a platform for financial managers in public and private sectors to brainstorm on current economic challenges caused by COVID-19 pandemic. It has the theme, Public Sector Finance Management in the New Normal. In Lagos, Musa Toliat, NTA News.
The federal government says it will continue to impact the National Judicial Council towards ensuring that the judiciary is financially independent and sustainably retains its preeminent position. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo said this while declaring open the 2021 All Nigerian Judges Biannual Conference holding in Abuja. The report.
Again, to stand up for the nation's judiciary, to reflect on its activities and challenges as a crucial arm of government. And this is happening at the 2021 All Nigerian Judges Conference with the theme Promoting Judicial Excellence in the Administration of Justice.
Judiciary of Africa has an important role to play by ensuring speedy resolution of disputes. As we all know, speedy resolution of justice, empathy, particularly financial and commercial interests, remain an economic development catalyst.
Taking an in-depth look at the role of the judges and assessing their performance so far, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Ibrahim Tanko Muhammad, says in spite of the challenges hampering the justice system in Nigeria, the judges have done well.
Financial independence is not just desirable, but it is crucial, vital, imperative, and constitutional.
The performance of the judiciary is, however, not without the cooperation of the federal government, as testified to by Chief Justice Muhammad, who also called on state governors to emulate the federal government by supporting an independent judiciary.
Innovative approaches have
Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, while delivering the president's message to the conference, says this cooperation will continue towards the advancement of justice system in the country.
We are part of the global marketplace for investments and legal services. The extent to which we can attract business to our country depends in part upon investor perception of the quality of our justice delivery system. If we are seen as inefficient and ineffective, we would lose out to more efficient systems.
President Muhammadu Buhari appreciates the proactive stance being taken by the leadership of the judiciary in tackling some of the recent issues that emerged, especially in the area of conflicting court orders by courts of coordinate jurisdiction and the disposition in revolutionizing the process of selection and appointment of judges.
From the National Judicial Institute, today Olifade, NTA News.
And you're still watching the news at 7 on Nta Lagos Channel 10. More to come after this time out. Just stay with us.
How to make a perfect bowl of love? A perfect blend of taste that brings every ingredient to life. The fusion of different spices. The unique aroma that rejuvenates your senses. The heart-warming deliciousness. And the satisfaction that comes from every bite, which makes you say, I love my Indomie. How to make a perfect bowl of love? A perfect blend of taste that brings every ingredient to life. The fusion of different spices. The unique aroma that rejuvenates your senses. The heart-warming deliciousness. And the satisfaction that comes from every bite, which makes you say, I love my Indomie.
Welcome back. In sports, Joy Abiye of Ondo State returned a time of 33 minutes 21 seconds to win the just concluded 10-kilometer Lagos Women Run 2021. Receives a cash prize of 1 million. Bengal Lady tells us more.
The event, in its sixth edition, saw no fewer than 50,000 women from all over the world registering for the event, which starts off at exactly 7 a.m. at Tesni Balogun Stadium, Surulere, and culminated at Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Lagos Island. Mary Osage of Lagos State came second, while Haruna Hawa of Lagos State came third. Osage was awarded 500,000, while Haruna Hawa received 300,000 for coming third. The winner of the race, Joy Abiye, expressed her happiness, praising the organizers for a successful race.
I feel fulfilled and I'm very grateful to God Almighty who have made it possible for me to come out a flying color. Because it's not easy when you are doing the training, but by the time you put all your mind and your power and you catch up the goal.
I just thank for them because I wish that this race was very interesting and they try to help us like athletics. So I think God will bless them.
Tayo Pupola, the general coordinator, was proud of how the Lagos Women Run has turned out to be a big event and means many marathon events globally.
All the ladies are happy. This is the sixth one, and we're meeting next year at the same time, the same month. So the ladies are looking forward for 2022.
The closing ceremony was graced by the Lagos First Lady, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, represented by the wife of the Deputy Governor, Amsat.
It is therefore commendable that the philosophy behind the Lagos Women Run is about embracing the culture of general well-being, that the government and indeed other stakeholders are proud with, while also working to push more awareness to the suburb of the state.
The meeting point at the arena also had a dance section where the athletes were converged and treated to light refreshments. In Lagos, Binga Oluyede, NTA News.
Up next is Sports Update.
Nigerian Super Eagles are battle ready against the Blue Sharks of Cape Verde in the last qualifying match of the 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifiers at the Teslim Balogun Stadium, Lagos. Nigeria defeated Liberia 2-0 in Tangier, Morocco on March 5 of the qualification to the playoffs, which will ultimately produce Africa's 5 representatives at the Qatar 2022 World Cup.
Coach General needs to do better with those boys and the kind of players he has. He can actually win matches.
Nigeria are currently on top of Group C with 12 points in 5 matches, followed by Cape Verde with 10 points, while Central African Republic and Liberia make up the group. Meanwhile, Nigeria will be looking forward to book a place to represent Africa at the 2022 T20 World Cup in Australia as they begin their campaign for qualification, which Kigali, Rwanda. Nigeria appear against Tanzania and Uganda in the 4-day 6-match session at the Gahanga International Cricket Stadium. The Yellow Green, who were the first to arrive from Rwanda for the competition, were in company of the national team coach, Asanka Kurishiha.
The level of preparation, we can only be optimistic that they've done enough job to be able to showcase all the hard work that has been put into training over the period of time.
And finally, 20-time Grand Slam champion Roger Federer is not likely to play in next year's Australia Open as he intensifies his recovery process. Federer, 40, has not played since losing in the Wimbledon quarterfinals in July and having more knee injury. The Swiss is tied with Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic in the race to be most successful men's singles Grand Slam champion of all time. With sport updates, Clement Olorutoba, NT News.
And that ends the English version of the news at 7 on Nta Lagos Channel 10. Many thanks for your time. Always remember the girl child is the strength of our home and future of our nation. Respect, cherish, and protect her from any form of abuse. This message is from Nta Lagos Channel 10. I am S.A. Owamaka. Do stay tuned for the news translation in Yoruba and Igbo languages. Good evening.
Ẹ kú àṣálẹ́, ẹ sì kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn ló ń dé sí etí ìgbọ̀yìn láti iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìjọba àpapọ̀ tó wà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Gbẹ̀ngà Olóyèdè ni oníròyìn, ìròyìn rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí Muhammadu Buhari nínú akitiyan ohun ìlàkàkà ìṣèjọba rẹ̀ ti jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ lórí ètò ìṣèjọba rẹ̀ láti mú kí ìdàgbàsókè dé bá ètò okòwò orílẹ̀-èdè yìí àti pàápàá láti rí wípé ètò ọrọ̀ ajé orílẹ̀-èdè yìí di ohun àmúyangàn kí ìpèsè iṣẹ́ bá lè wà fún àwọn ọ̀dọ́ tí wọn kò níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àti pàápàá kí ètò ààbò bá lè di ohun àmúyangàn káàkiri agbègbè lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Ohun èlò tó tó ní bílíọ̀nù náírà ni ìṣèjọba àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ti gbé kalẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀nà kan láti bọ́ kúrò nínú àjàkálẹ̀ àrùn COVID-19 ní ìpínlẹ̀ láàrin oṣù mẹ́fà síbi tí a wà yìí. Mínísítà fún ètò ìṣúná lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí Zainab Ahmed ló nawọ́ gbólóhùn ọ̀rọ̀ náà níbi ètò àpapọ̀ tàwọn ìgbìmọ̀ ní ẹ̀ka ìṣúná àti okòwò àti ìdàgbàsókè tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. akọ̀ròyìn wa Musa Toliat tó jábọ̀ ìròyìn sọ wípé mínísítà fún ẹ̀ka ìṣúná Sinab Ahmed sọ wípé ìṣàgbékalẹ̀ ohun èlò ló jẹ́ ọ̀kan pàtàkì nínú ìrànlọ́wọ́ owó fún mímú kí okun àti agbára wà fún ìpínlẹ̀ ní àsìkò gbígbógun ti àjàkálẹ̀ àrùn COVID-19. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mínísítà náà tẹnumọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ wípé ìṣèjọba àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí yóò túbọ̀ máa tẹ̀síwájú ṣíṣe iṣẹ́ papọ̀ pẹ̀lú ìṣèjọba ìpínlẹ̀ láti rí wípé ìdàgbàsókè kálékáko káàkiri orílẹ̀-èdè lápapọ̀. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ọ̀gbẹ́ni Babájídé Sanwó-Olú tó ṣolùgbọ́wọ́ ètò àpérò ọlọ́jọ́ méjì ọ̀hún tí wọ́n ṣíṣọ lójú rẹ̀ lo àsìkò náà rọ gbogbo olùkópa láti gbìmọ̀pọ̀ mú onírúurú ìgbésẹ̀ tí yóò túbọ̀ ran ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó lọ́wọ́ láti dínkù lílo owó àti pàápàá kojú àwọn kùdìẹ̀kudiẹ tó ń di ètò ìkówójọ lọ́wọ́. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì àti gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Kaduna ni wọ́n ń retí láti darí ètò kejì ní onírúurú ẹ̀ka ìlànà tí yóò túbọ̀ mú ìjáfáfá jẹyọ ní ẹ̀ka ìlú, ìmójútó ìlànà ètò ìṣúná àti ẹ̀ka okòwò ti orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà àti ọ̀nà àbáyọ sí mímú ìlọsíwájú dé bá ìkó ọrọ̀ jọ. Ètò ọlọ́jọ́ méjì náà fún ti ọdún yìí ló pèsè àyíkalẹ̀ fún àwọn ọ̀gá ní ẹ̀ka ètò ìṣúná ìlú ní ẹ̀ka ilé-iṣẹ́ ìjọba àti ti aládàáni láti lè fi kùnlùkùn kojú ìṣòro tó ń dojúkọ ètò ọrọ̀ ajé orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Ọ̀dọ́bìnrin Joy Abiye ló jáwé olúborí níbi ètò eré sísá tàwọn obìnrin tó wáyé ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Ọ̀dọ́bìnrin Joy Abiye tó jẹ́ ọmọ bíbí ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo ló gba ẹ̀bùn owó mílíọ̀nù kan náírà níbi ìdíje eré sísá tàwọn obìnrin tó jẹ́ ìkẹfà irú rẹ̀ tó wáyé ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Bí ó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ọ̀pọ̀ yanturu obìnrin ọ̀dọ́ àti abilékọ ni wọ́n jẹ́ akópa níbi ètò eré sísá ọdún yìí bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní dédé aago 7 òwúrọ̀ ní agbègbè pápá ìgbábọ́ọ̀lù Tẹ̀sí Balógun tó wà ní agbègbè Sùúrùlérè títí lọ dé pápá ìgbábọ́ọ̀lù Mobọ́lájí Johnson tó wà ní Erégùṣù l'Ékòó. Níbi ayẹyẹ ètò eré sísá ọ̀hún ni wọ́n ti fún Mary Osage láti ìpínlẹ̀ Edo tó gbé ipò kejì ní ẹ̀bùn owó. Bákan náà tí ọ̀dọ́bìnrin Haruna Hawa tó gbé ipò kẹta gba ẹ̀bùn owó. Ọ̀dọ́bìnrin Joy Abiye tó gbé ipò kíní bákan náà lo àsìkò náà gbé oríyìn fún iṣẹ́ takuntakun àwọn olùgbọ̀wọ́ ètò náà fún àṣeyọrí eré sísá ọ̀hún. Olùdarí ètò náà Táyọ̀ Pópóọlá bákan náà gbé òṣùbà sàdánkátà fún gbogbo obìnrin tí wọ́n jẹ́ olùkópa níbi ètò eré sísá ọdún yìí bí ó ṣe jẹ́ ọ̀kan làmìlaka láàrin àwọn ìyókù ètò eré sísá ọlọ́gbọ̀nràngànà lágbàáyé. Aya gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó Ìbíjọkẹ́ Sanwó-Olú tí aya igbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó abilékọ Olúrẹ̀mí Hamzat ṣe aṣojú fún lo àsìkò náà gbé oríyìn fún gbogbo olùkópa. Bákan náà rọ̀ wọ́n láti gbáradì fún ti ọdún tó ń bọ̀. Onírúurú ètò alárinrin ni wọ́n fi ṣàṣekágbá ètò eré sísá náà. Tọ́ àsùnjì lórí tàṣálẹ̀ ìní Jésù tán Moses ti wà níkàlẹ̀ láti mú ìyókù ròyìn wá fún ilé èdè Ògùn. Gbẹ̀ngà Olóyèdè ń kí yín ire o.
Muhammadu Buhari weko Dr. Do Gandu Blometon wela to no consider to alabana me now tito me isgan kwalo now no kon yi ajoho to bo Nigeria to me do mo wa fofole dali na lo dike mo do ajoho to bolo me so han fo ayi kan ti do go ofolo to go Muhammadu Buhari do to o pri ajo pretende eyin o me yugbe Africa ton e tito to ayuwa ele to go South Africa to me to eto odo toroji ome yi ojono yi akosero ho koto na akosero ho ya joho ton na to me yugbe Africa ton ti na o agba be son file so ifile to gun ajo dali to me yu si o to sese to ya to bo Nigeria ton ya to bo te daho to me yugbe Africa ton ti eyin o de
do a lot susu nabe to nukon yi àjọ tó tó mọ ìgbé Africa tó mọ ìbúrẹ́bù tó tó lọ́jọ́ tó ń wọ̀ ẹ́ tó yá lọ àfọ òtòkó Nàìjíríà tó lò ti ṣe yóò dé ìdí anáfíà bọ̀ ìdájọ́ tó àtàwọn àdó pọ̀ tó kàn tó pọ̀ mẹ́hẹ́ òtòkó lọ lọ tó mẹ́mẹ́ tí ìbọn àkọsọ̀ ló sàn pé lọ́tò ṣe ìwà tó gbó Nàìjíríà tó mẹ́ náà yóò dé ìgò àlọ́ náà nítorí tó nùkan lọ kàn tó pọ̀ ètí ètò ṣẹṣẹ náà òtòkó Nàìjíríà tó tàìdì òtòkó dàhóde èyí àsúkà tó mẹ ìgbé Áfíríkà tó mẹ yóò dé náà tó nùkan sí tó náà nínú mẹ èyí wọn pẹ àjọ hótàn tó gbó mẹ ìgbé Áfíríkà tó mẹ ìnà tó bèrè bù mẹ. Àkọ́ èyí kò lọ sọ àìtàn sọ liver nùọ̀tàn wẹ́ yóò dé sọ́lá tó jì wẹ́ èyí kò lọ yìí náà dẹ́dọ́bò náà lọ́gọ́nà àyímátẹ́lẹ̀ tó tó pọ̀ tó gbó họ́lù dalẹ̀ náà ó àlọ́gọ́nà àwọ̀ tu àwọ̀ fi COVID-19 tán èkó pẹ́pẹ́ àjọ hó tó gbó Nàìjíríà tán mẹ́ àkọ́lọ́ wẹ̀ẹ́dọ́ yàrá yìí náà tó gbọ́ àlọ́ náà ò nínú mẹ́ náà ò nùkọ́ yìí ní òde 18 náà àyímátẹ́lẹ̀ kó tó àgóṣù ẹnì màdó ṣìròpó òtò hórídọ̀ òtògbó Nàìjíríà tán èyí kò máa dó òmè èyí òde bí wọ́n tán náà kọ́ hó tó gbó Nàìjíríà tán mẹ́ ẹnì Mrs. Zainab Shamsuna Ahmed wẹ̀dọ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọ tó tìtòrè he yẹkọ sí tó àyí tó dín látọmọdọ ìmọ̀ èyí àjọ nùkọ̀tọ̀ tó gbó Nàìjíríà tán mẹ́lẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ dọ́kọ́ tó àwọn onímọ̀tẹ̀mẹ̀ fìdé tìtọ̀lọ́tọ̀ àyí wà tẹ̀ látọmọdọ yédèwé tó pọ̀ náà ò nínú mẹ́ èyí náà kọ́ àlọ́ náà àjọ orin tó gbàjá tó kọ́ náà àyí mọ̀tẹ̀ ńlẹ̀ lọ́sọ ní òde yìí sì ká pé àzọ́kọ̀ bóyí inú wa tó kọ́ àlọ́ náà tó mẹ́nu lẹ̀ ẹnẹ tó dín lẹ́yìn àwòfin COVID-19 tán lọ kò bẹ́ẹ̀ òtúkla pẹ́pẹ́ àjọ kó tó nọmọlẹ́ tó àyí mọ̀tẹ̀lẹ̀ kúmẹ̀ tó gbọ́lọ́mẹ̀ tó nùrẹ̀ àyí mọ̀tẹ̀lẹ̀ tó gbọ́dọ̀ ètò ìyàdọ̀ àhọ́lú lọ́mọdọ̀ yẹ sọ sí àlọ́ dìbò èyí yọyọ tó kọ́ àlọ́ náà nọmẹ náà nùlẹ̀ kó nítorí náà èyí jẹ̀rọ nínú ọdún tó gbó Nàìjíríà tán mẹ́ ò yẹmẹ̀ èyí àyí mọ̀tẹ̀gán etí tó àyọ̀nù gbẹ́jílẹ̀ wẹ́ ìtìtọ́lọ́ yóò dé yé báyìí tó àwọn onímọ̀tẹ̀mẹ̀ fi létò ẹgbẹ́ mọ̀kẹ́rẹ́ wọ́n yá sí wà yìí ló tó fi dé volẹ̀ látọmọdọ̀ yé dèwé déhìn nìkan yìí nápàlà jọ mọ́tọ́pàlà tó gbó tó àwọn fi COVID-19 tó sí òtítọ́ gbọdọ̀. Òbí yóò mú lè rọ nǹkan ẹ̀tàn rẹ̀ ọjọ́ àbíyès ìtọ́sán òǹdó ìmọ̀tẹ̀mẹ̀ wọ́n yóò dé kó yíkẹ̀ tó owó sùn hàn èèyàn sílẹ̀ tán ẹ̀ àwọn onímọ̀tẹ̀ báyà owó rẹ̀ tán tìtọ́lọ́wọ̀ ẹ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀mẹ́tàn gbẹ̀ngà lóyèdè ìyéjì òdó yàtọ̀ sọ́wọ́n àìhùn dàtẹ̀ èmi yóò dé tẹ̀sí balógun tán tó sùúrù filẹ̀ wẹ̀yọ́ nọ́lẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ òwò sùn lọ tẹ̀ ká sọ́yì ò àwọn ní kéde Lagos Island fi ẹ̀yẹ fún tìtọ́lọ́tẹ̀ àkọ́ yẹ́dọ̀ ẹ̀sọ́ náírà lẹ́vì lòpọ̀ fún ẹ̀yìn náà ò mẹ̀yìn nìkan tọ́ tó tìtọ́lọ́mẹ̀ nàdúmọ̀dọ̀ ègó àlọ́ náà yọ̀nù lẹ̀ tó àgbàtàrí ló sí àìmú tìtọ́lẹ́mẹ̀. èyí lọ fún tòfìrè kájọ sọ tó kúrò sí nǹkan mẹ́.